Today I'm bringing you updates on both CYBL, ticker symbol CYBL, and ILUS, international ticker symbol ILUS. Today we're going to look at exciting changes in both of these stocks. But first, remember that OTC stocks are highly risky, and I only invest money in them that I can afford to lose. So let's go and look at these two stocks. But first, if you could give this video a thumbs up in return for my efforts bringing this information to you, it would be greatly appreciated. And while you're at it, subscribe. So first, let's take a look at CYBL. Of course, as we all know, its advanced lighting solutions is part of their offering. As far as their business segments go, they have a digital platform solutions division, the Flight Eye UAS, or unmanned aerial vehicle solution, the infrastructure technology solutions, advanced lighting solutions for military, police force, and security. So it's been very exciting to watch CYBL grow over the last couple of years. And let's look at the latest. First of all, in looking at their stock, you can see that over the past month, that CYBL, which was at 0.0113 cents, so it's a little below 1 cent, has been sliding back, then moving back up this year, which it did in April, then it slid back again. But currently, over the last month, we see since July 14th, it's been making a comeback. So let's see if we can figure out why here. Next, let's look at some exciting articles that Cyberlux had listed on their website. So this one talks about Cyberlux releasing their amended first quarter financial and operational results, confirming the company's delivered $6.25 million in revenues and $1.24 million in net income for the quarter ended March 31st, 2022. So Cyberlux grew its revenues by $6,247,000 compared to zero revenues in first quarter 2021. That's quite a difference. And achieved a 543% increase in year-over-year net income growth. $1.243 million versus $193,000. Additionally, Cyberlux revenue grew 13.8% quarter over quarter from fourth quarter 2021, first quarter 2022. Where first quarter is typically the lowest performing quarter for the entire year. Cyberlux management expects the quarterly revenue growth to continue during 2022 and expects a record second quarter this year, as May 2022 results are finalized this week. Going forward, the company's acquisition and organic growth strategy continues to expand across its 4 business units, with the 2022 revenue outlook of $44.8 million. The company is expected to generate a substantial positive net income from operations for the year as well. Let's hope they can meet those goals. Also very exciting, Cyberlux announced a share repurchasing program and directs $9.5 million of current and future cash flows to fund the purchase of outstanding shares. That's a big plus, and this was posted on June 10th. So Cyberlux Board of Directors worked very hard to design the share repurchasing program and expect to retire a meaningful level of outstanding shares over the coming months as they continue to drive their business execution and growth levels to meet and exceed revenue and cash flow plans for the next year. The CYBL equity structure is fundamental to every shareholder. They intend reduction by the denominator by a significant level over time. CYBL's management team would expect to see a significant 20% or more of repurchasing of outstanding equity. That could mean a nice bump for shareholders, but it remains to be seen how they do it and how successful they are. Fingers crossed on this one. Something to be aware of with CYBL is that there are a lot of short sellers in this stock. And to look at their history here, you can see their OTC short report. We can see the history from June 21st of this year, where the short percentage of volume was 41.28% to July 18, where it was 39.47% of volume shorted. So it seems to be wavering up and down. In July 12th, it was only 17.77%, and June 30th, it was only 10%. It's kind of back up for the larger side for volume at the moment. Another thing to be aware of with this stock is on the OTC Markets website, they list CYBL as Pink Limited. So they have Pink Limited information. So they've confirmed that the company has limited disclosure or financial information publicly available, but meets a minimum requirement for public quoting under the rule you see here. I'd like to give you a quick update on CYBL security details. You can see their market cap as of July 18th was 58 million. They're quite a small company now as far as market cap value. Their authorized shares are way up there, you can see here. And their outstanding shares are also huge. You can see they're in the billions. Authorized shares are 7 billion. Outstanding shares are 5.1 billion. Held at the DTC are 4.1 billion. And the float is 3.7 million. So a little more difficult, to say the least, to move this stock on good news with this high of a float. But if we look back at their Yahoo profile, you can see that CYBL has quite a bit of trading action. The average volume of shares traded per day is 27 million shares traded per day. Next, let's talk about ILUS International. There's been quite a bit going on with this stock. Just to give you a quick refresher, they're operating out of New York, London, and Dubai, and they are public mergers and acquisition company focused on adding shareholder value through innovation and growth. They have all the divisions you see here: eRaptor, FB Technologies, Firebug, BCD Fire, TVC, and Bullhead. So a lot related to fire control and saving lives. In looking at ILUS Yahoo stock chart, you can see that it's been sliding back quite a bit this year. It went from a high on January 20th of 35 cents to now down to a little over 8 cents. It's kind of been basing since June 16th. If we look at the stock chart over the last month, you can see that there's been some up and down movement, quite a bit of up and down movement till the current price. Of course, July 13th, an exciting article came out in which ILUS provided an updated revenue forecast for 2022. So the company has significantly increased its revenue forecast for the year. On the 11th of February, ILUS announced a run rate revenue forecast of $40 to $55 million for 2022 due to current progress and the agreed acquisitions, which it expects to close in the third quarter. ILUS has updated its revenue forecast to a run rate of $140 million for 2022. Furthermore, ILUS confirmed that its second quarter results will be filed on the 15th of August, so we'll look out for that. Recently, the ILUS-owned industrial subsidiary Wikisoft Corp, which is undergoing a name change to Quality Industrial Corp, along with a change in operational focus, announced that it has signed a binding letter of intent to acquire Quality International, which is a United Arab Emirates headquartered process equipment manufacturer for the oil and gas industries, utilities, and industrial sectors. Quality International is delivering annual revenue in excess of $100 million and currently has $75 million worth of orders in production, along with a further $230 million in confirmed purchase orders. That's a decent amount. It's really great to hear they have so many confirmed purchase orders. Wikisoft Corp is currently negotiating further acquisitions, which will be strategically aligned with Quality International. After completing the audit, ILUS will file its Form 10 with the SEC to become a fully reporting entity, change its registered name, and apply to OTC markets to uplist from the OTC Pink market to the OTCQB. That would definitely be a major accomplishment. I'd love to hear your comments below about CYBL and ILUS. Do you own these stocks? Do you plan on purchasing shares of these stocks? What are your thoughts about their future? Make sure and go here to sign up for a newsletter so that you can be notified when big changes come out in the stock market and before videos like this come out. Next, go here to view our video on an investment you can make that gives you guaranteed 9.62% interest while having your investment backed up by the full faith of the U.S. government. I do own some of these savings bonds, and I'll give you full information here.